Hi, my name is Dave Artus and I am the producer and director of Full Monty.
Hi, I'm Alex Maxwell. I am playing the role of Malcolm in The Full Monty.
My name is Alex Toohey. I play the part of Jerry in The Full Monty, and for people familiar with the movie, that's Robert Carlyle's character.
Pretty good. We're in a good place. It's one of those. We're sort of a couple of weeks away, so it's one of those situations where you think, oh, you know, are we ready? You overthink things, but no, we are actually in a pretty good place. The cast are amazing, so they pretty much direct themselves. We've got a permanent base, which is great, which is, you know, pretty unusual for a rehearsal situation, which means so we can have props and scenery, and we're actually doing a full run in costume next Sunday. So yeah, that's a real sort of bonus to be in that position at this stage.
Malcolm's just this kind of lovable, nerdy puppy dog character that kind of gets taken in by the guys, mostly Jerry, to serve Jerry's needs as an additional man in his stripping team.
Well, the character, like you said, is very similar to Robert Carlyle's. You know, he's a single dad. He's trying to get some money together. They're all the guys are unemployed, trying to get some money together to pay his maintenance, and he's just trying to figure out a way to do that. And he sees these Chippendales come into town, women flock towards them, and he thinks, hang on, it's got to be easy. This, you know, just take your clothes off and earn a few quid. But it's a very, you know, it's a very yes, the show ends like that, but it's how the guys, you know, the journeys they go on to get to that, because they've all got their own individual issues.
Yeah, no, I think people will maybe expect there to be more stripping than there is, and don't worry, there's plenty of it if that's what you're coming for. But it's really about it explores so many different aspects of what masculinity is, which I think, given when it was written and the outlook on that type of thing now, it's strangely apt in a modern day.
Monty was based on the premise of, you know, poverty. These guys find their wives in a queuing up to go and see male strippers, and they're paid a good amount of money, and they say, well, do you know what? What if they would pay that amount of money to go and see those guys, what would they pay for real men? And of course, you know, that's absolutely nothing unless you do something slightly different. Centurions, all of those guys, they strip down to their thongs. These guys have to go the full Monty, and that's the premise for the show.
The stripping side of things is less than a few minutes of the show. Like you said, you know, each of the characters have their issues. Mine is a single dad. He's trying to get some money together. We have another character that's dealing with grief, and another one that's suicidal. Another one's depressed. You know, that everyone has their issues, and all these issues are addressed in the show. And we're quite proud as well to be associated with a few charities that benefit from, you know, these topics as well.
We do get a predominantly female audience because of the nature of the show, but really it shouldn't be like that. This is a male show, you know, sort of addressing and intelligently discussing male issues, right? So that's whether that's being sort of emasculated in society, or being in poverty, or just, you know, going through depression and things like that. Now this is a brilliant comedy, but actually if you listen to the dialogue within this show, it really does resonate with sort of probably even more so now than in the 90s, with sort of the male issue, which is where do we fit in the world? What place do we have? Are we allowed to say this? Are we allowed to do that? You know, should your wife earn more than you? All of this kind of thing is really, really important, and it addresses that in the most hysterical fashion.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and especially having the late night shows. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to deal with maybe a more rowdy audience, but I think the atmosphere is going to be just something completely different. So I'm really looking forward to that.
So the show's on the 15th to the 22nd of July. Now this is special. This is something very, very different from the Gaiety. So there's going to be on both Saturdays an early evening performance and a late evening performance. So if you are with a big group of friends and you fancy going to the theatre early, you know, you can go at 5:30, finish at like 7:30, go out for the night, or you can go out, enjoy a few drinks and what have you, and then go and see a show at 9 o'clock or 9:30 at in the evening.
Get the tickets from the usual outlets, villagaiety.com. Or give them a call, 600 555. But yeah, just get your tickets, because like I said, it's going to be a cracker.